this is Miss Morton. Now I am going to show you how to use a tape diagram when the language is a little bit different to describe the ratio. So our problem this time is the ratio of the number of people who own a smartphone to the number of people who own a flip phone is 4 to 3. So kids should know to pull that ratio out right away and write it down. If 500 more people own a smartphone than a flip phone, how many people own each type of phone? So the first thing that we want to do is we want to label our ratios. So we go back and say, okay, what does the 4 represent? The ratio of the number of people who own a smartphone. So over the 4, I'm going to write an S for smartphone. To the number of people who own a flip phone, so over the 3, I'm going to write an F. So now that my ratio is labeled, I want to draw my tape diagram. So my smartphone is going to have 4 units. My flip phone is going to have 3 units, and keep in mind the 3 should be the same size and shape as the units above it. So now we go through and say, okay, if 500 more people own a smartphone than a flip phone. So we know that they're talking about smartphones. So I'm going to cover up my tape diagram for my flip phone. So 500 more people. So it's not talking about the total amount of people that have a smartphone. It's only talking about the extra unit that it has, because this has 4 units and this has 3 units. So 500 more people would represent this one more unit right here. Okay, so I'm going to put 500 over my more unit. And since we know that 500 represents 1 unit, I can show 500 divided by 1, but everyone should know that anything divided by 1 is 500. So I know 500 goes in each unit. And since all of the units are the same size, I know that the 500 here is also the 500 that goes in the units down here. So now I can answer the question. If 500 more people own a smartphone than a flip phone, how many people own each type of phone? So I can either say 1 unit equals 500. So my smartphone has 4 of them, 4 units. And I can either add 500 plus 500, which is 1,000, plus 500 more, which is 1,500, plus 500 more, which is 2,000, or I can do repeated addition, which is multiplication, and do 500 times 4, which I know is also 2,000. So 2,000 people own smartphones. But we still haven't finished. How many own each type of phone? So now we have to go to good old flip phones. So I don't have 1 unit, I have 3 of them. So 3 units. I can either add or I can multiply. So I'm going to multiply 500 times 3, which would give me 1,500. So I know 1,500 people own flip phones. Okay, hope that helped you out. Thank you.